Hello everybody, it's Larry and welcome to today's video, and this one is about a new feature in Ancestry Thrulines, and that is the Examine tool. So let's look at that, and you get to it by going to DNA in your menu and then selecting Thrulines, and that'll get you right straight to Thrulines. You can go to the DNA homepage and get it in that third column, but this is the fastest way to get there. So here you go, filter by ancestors, and we talked about how you can filter by maternal and paternal now. That's a new feature. I'm going to do paternal, and the reason is, as many of you may or may not know, I had a DNA surprise and had a different biological father. So this is all new to me, so the more I see it, the more it kind of becomes real to me. So I'm going to click on my second great-grandfather, and that's John W. Brown. And over here, I've got relatives that are in this tree. But see right here where it has the green evaluate for Everett Doyle Matheny? I'm going to click on that. And it brings up this nice little side box. And it has three parts to it. The first one is relationship records. The second one is trees linked with DNA matches. And third is ancestry member trees. Now, what is that exactly? Well, I think the relationship records kind of speaks for itself. But these second two combine to give us a lot of the features that we used to get with DNA circles. It's not complete. We don't get the graphical interface and stuff like that. But it does give us an advantage over it because it gives us this information not just for ancestors. Because before DNA circles, it looked for William, John Brown, and up. Anybody from my, person on up through my family tree, my ancestors, but it didn't give it for extended cousins. So what this is right here's a third cousin, this Everett Doyle, and I get that same thing. I get DNA matches to Everett Doyle, and I also get right here, see it says 9 other member trees. So here's all these member trees that also have this person. And that was the big advantage of DNA circles was it would show you, the lines connecting to the people in the circle that you had DNA connection with. And then the other people in that circle were people that also were connected to that ancestor, but you didn't DNA connect with. Well, that's what this is. These people I'm not DNA connected with, but they have this Everett Doyle in their tree. And the nice thing is, I said, this is a third cousin. It's anybody in your tree now, and that's really, really powerful. So we look again, and we look at this Everett Doyle, and we're going to start with relationship records, and we look at 1930 census. And we see right here, Doyle Matheny, age 0. It says the mother is Burley, and it's spelled different, and it says Estes. It says Matheny, so Estes is obviously going to be her maiden name. Let's go back. We look at the 1940 census, and it confirms age 10, E. Doyle for Everett Doyle, Burley L. And so we know we could actually update this. It says Burley Estes. I could update it to say Burley L. Estes, and then the husband, George Matheny. So, that looks like it's pretty solid. And Social Security application, George, and right here, Burley Estes. So Estes, maybe this is right, maybe that's right, I'm not sure. That would have to be confirmed. So that's the advantage of seeing these relationship records at your fingertips. And then also right here, this is neat. See right here, it says trees linked to DNA matches, and I click on this tree and it doesn't take me off the page to that tree. It lets me stay right here. Now, some of you, it may pop up and it not show anything. Right here where it says family, see my mouse? You click that drop down. Sometimes it'll come up and it'll already be open. Sometimes it won't be, so you have to click on it. But right here, you get to see the family. So in here, it says Everett Doyle, and then, it says private, Adeline Matheny, Burley, Lucinda, Estes. So here, Estes is spelled the way I had it. Burley is spelled different, so I probably have it misspelled because I took some of this information over the phone, and I probably misspelled it when they gave me Burley. I just typed it in B-E-R-L-I-E instead of B-U-R-L-E-Y. So that's a correction I need to make in my tree. So here we have this information, and that's really cool. And then photos. If there's photos available, they'll have it there, have it numbered. And it says George Burley Matheny. Now this will take you to a new page, so you'll have to kind of watch for that. It opens it in a new tab, but still it takes you, someplace else. And then the records. It gives you all the records associated that this person had in their tree. So again, this is the tree in the, I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I know I'll get it wrong, but it has all the records, the find a grave index, obituary collection, social security index. This looks to be pretty well documented, so I have pretty strong feelings it's correct. Also because it's a grandparent, so it's probably there. But I can come over here to this one and look at the family and records that this person has. And everything right here, it says 5 records, so let's look at Kate's. Adeline Byers, no pictures. Okay, I wonder if anybody else has pictures. 6 records, it doesn't tell me how many. This one says record, just 1 record. All right, so you can look at all of this right from Thrulines. You don't have to pop out unless, like I did, I clicked actually on the picture. When it had the photo, I clicked on the photo to see this photo. And because of that, it popped up the new tab. But otherwise, you get to see all the information. See there, it didn't show up immediately. And I actually had to click the arrow. It showed up like that when I came back. So that information pulls up right there. And right here, you can 1 click, add it to your tree. Really nice and handy. And that's the same for all the member trees. Well, there you have it. That's the new evaluate feature. You'll see it in your Thrulines. Wherever there's a dotted box, there'll be an evaluate, and just by clicking on it, you'll be able to see the information that pulls up on the right. And remember, it's 3 parts: relationship records, trees that are linked to DNA matches, and then other ancestry member trees. And with that, it gives you a whole plethora of information at your fingertips. This is a really nice, handy, and powerful tool that you should be taking advantage of. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, because probably not everybody's using this feature yet. Thrulines has just come out, and this is kind of new, the evaluate tool is. So hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I appreciate y'all for listening. And one quick note before I get off, I wanted to thank you all. Since the last video, we hit 4,000 subscribers, and we kind of jumped up to almost 4,200 by the time this one's out for very long, probably at 4,175 last I looked. But if those of you who've been here from the very beginning, and there's a lot of you, by the way, but it's really kind of fun to see how this has grown, and it's all because of y'all. If you remember the first video when we had 100 subscribers, it just kind of knocked me off my feet. It's like I couldn't imagine 100 people were actually, enjoying the videos. Now we have 4,000 people that are subscribed, and it's growing. And you guys are really great. I really appreciate it. And I do have something special planned for when we hit 5,000. So we hit that, we'll just share it. Whenever we get close, we'll let you know. And who knows? It could be sometime this month. Anyway, thank you again for listening. You guys have a great week.